What is going on to you, Sagittarius? So you have the Ten of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Four of Swords, the Strength, the Judgment, the Two of Cups, the Magician, the Empress, the Page of Pentacles, and the Tower. So what I'm seeing here for you, Sagittarius, is that a lot of you Sagittarius around this time, I already did this video, but something happened to the footage. So I'm doing it again. It is what it is. But a lot of you Sagittarius happen to be in a situation right now where a lot of you are really low-key kind of questioning love in the first place. Like, what's the point? What exactly is happening here? And you should be, right? You should question pretty much everything. But the reason why it is that it's part of the reason why y'all are going through the experiences that you're going through, and this goes for everyone on earth without exception, is for them to actually learn self-respect, which is what Virgo constitutes. So, because remember I was telling y'all about how it is that in Western astrology, Virgo, Aries, Capricorn, and Scorpio are Venus in its detriment. But in Eastern or Vedic astrology, those four zodiac signs and Venus in those placements is actually better than if it was even exalted, just in general, but on top of if it was even exalted, because those four zodiac signs is where the real exaltation actually takes place. The fake one is the Western joint. So you should be questioning love, because this is where the self-respect comes into play for a lot of you Sagittarius. That's the you being tired is bubbling up. You're tired of being disrespected by people who don't have any kind of self-respect for themselves, and they just make it seem like they do. But in actuality, not really, because they spend a lot of their time being disrespectful, running games, and they ghost people, really great people. And you Sagittarius may have been a very good fit for them, but people from the past spent so much time concentrating on all of the wrong things. You know what I mean? Instead of you establish something with somebody, get to know somebody directly, you'd rather be sitting up there 1 minute, you tell the person that you like them, then when you Sagittarius show them that you like them, now they start trying to pull back, just all of this delusional actions, right? And wasting their own time doing this stuff. And a lot of you Sagittarius are seeing how pathetic it is, because it really is pathetic. It really is. The idea that people who try to make it seem like they have all these options, do they really though? And even when they do have a legitimately good catch, like you Sagittarius, that Sagittarius that showed up, they still ran game on you. So it goes to show you that you're really not necessarily the problem anymore. For the most part, you've learned to get out of your own way. The problem is mainly with them. And then you have the Strength and the Judgment, which represents them and you, because it represents you've learned to set aside certain elements of your ego, but most people have not. So a lot of you Sagittarius are coming out here, getting to know people, dating them, or trying to hang out with them, and they don't even last very long because of the fact that they're dysfunctional like that. They're ghosting, they doing this, and they're sitting up there wasting their own time, because you Sagittarius are trying your best to be great matches, to be a good catch, and you're trying to become better and better and better, right? Your mutable zodiac signs, trying to become more well-rounded, see things from other people's perspective, even when sometimes it clashes with your own. And then when a lot of you Sagittarius realize that it is a better perspective to kind of join the two together, see things your way maybe, or continue to remain solid in what you think, a lot of people don't really see the value in that. And it's not that you Sagittarius don't have value. What it is that they don't see the value in you because they don't have value, a whole lot of value within themselves. And I know that sounds cliche, but it literally happens like that, because the way that they perceive you in the past has not been very reality based. It's been very much so delusional. They spend way too much time prejudging the world out of you, Sagittarius, the judgment for the wrong principles, the wrong things. They're worried about, you Sagittarius have a great body than the fact that you Sagittarius want to be considered a partner, and that you Sagittarius want to have purpose in the relationship. That's one thing that Sagittarius a lot of times don't talk about. A lot of y'all don't talk about how a lot of you Sagittarius want to be considered a partner. You don't just want to be perceived as important in a relationship simply for existing, right? You actually want to contribute some form of importance, i.e. value, to the relationship so that you can walk tall with your partner hand in hand. Problem though is a lot of people don't know that, and a lot of the times they're not going to know that based upon the way that you Sagittarius act. So a lot of you Sagittarius may come off as wild, but at the same time, you don't actually state what it is that you Sagittarius truly want. And that's kind of where the problem can be, because you Sagittarius may be tough. We're not going to deny that you're tough. You are. And you can speak your mind, but you don't say what it is that you want. And that a lot of the times it can kind of be off-putting, because you Sagittarius may end up being perceived by other people to be a little bit too wild, too direct, even though that's not what the point was. The point was you want to be considered an equal, a partner. You want to be considered a person where the two of you actually can coexist. But this is the Two of Cups. This is what it is that you want. But the Magician, the Magician represents, but you haven't really found that yet, unfortunately, because a lot of people don't really get that. But you Sagittarius also have to make compromise by understanding that you don't say this to people. You know what I mean? You shouldn't have to, but at the same time, we're living in a world where most people are not that bright. You know what I'm saying? Like, most people are really not that bright. So you really have to just say it sometimes to kind of make it plain so that everybody can know, like, okay, you want to contribute in this relationship. So it just doesn't seem like that whole ideology of, one partner stays in the house while the other partner goes out and work. That's not going to do well for you Sagittarius. That's not going to go so well for a lot of you. So a lot of you will want to go out and get a job too if the other person has one. But see, that's the thing. If the other person is objecting to that, a lot of you Sagittarius are going to have to actually say that if that's what you want. But the Magician represents kind of the fact that you're not getting that. And then the Empress now is about it. So in the future, right, people, the Empress and the Page of Pentacles, you have to actually make it plain as to what you want. And that if the person doesn't see you as a partner, right, where you are, and you may not even really have to say that, just contribute value to it. And if the person still manages to play games, because you don't always have to say it, but if the person still plays games, then that's how it is that you know that they are a waste of time to get to know. The the Tower now represents, and that's how you need to let go of the sake of the relationship, because you're bringing as long as you're bringing value into the relationship, then you're good. But if people choose not to see it, then it is what it is for them. So let's clarify the Tower. So you have the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. So wow, my cards are tearing away. I need to get some new ones. Y'all need to come through so I can get some new cards. But the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles is about how a lot of you Sagittarius, a lot of you, right, you don't deserve to be in relationships with people who they haven't healed from the last relationship they've been in, or the last couple, or whatever it is that they haven't healed from. And then now all of a sudden they're trying to take it out on you. Yeah, the Six of Swords and the Ten of Swords is about, you got to leave if that's the case. You know what I mean? Because a lot of you Sagittarius sometimes will get treated like a Virgo. That's why Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, and Aries are very good for Venus, because those 4 zodiac signs force having to address what exactly the problem is, as to where the other zodiac signs, unfortunately, kind of mask it, give it an excuse to it. So that's pretty much it. If you found value within this reading, then it means it's time for you to come get a personal reading from me. There's a link in the comment section called the link tree. Click on it. It'll take you to a website which it has all my social media outlets. From my Instagram page, go ahead and follow me there. The books that I have that are on Amazon, my clothing store, and my personal website in which you can get private tarot readings. Thank you.